What's good? It's your girl Iris, and I'm back at it again. What up, back at it again? You feel me? I hope you feel me. Let me stop. I'm being extra. Um, Somebody needs to start stretching more, and something about harmony. Oh, okay. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. My little baby Belle. Dear Father, Almighty, dear Gaia, my mother, dear Divine, my ancestors, my spirit guides, my angels, ancestors closest to the sun. Please assist us in this reading. Please allow this reading to be for clarity. Ashe. Embrace your shadow self. Self-awareness, shadow work, integration, growth. So that's that balance. So I did see a couple things about balance before I even came into this reading. So big on balance and healing. What I said, harmony, stretching. So maybe you need like more of like a relaxation towards these things. Let's see what's going on. What's going on with the goings-ons? I feel like there's good things that you're gonna experience mentally, spiritually, physically, and you're gonna be like, wow, you know what? Like, I feel like there's been people that have experienced this type of lifestyle, but I just never thought I could achieve it. 211 may be significant. 2 and 11 may be significant. Yeah, so like, you may feel like, oh, like, you know, I know there's people that aren't really spiritual that have accomplished the things that I want to accomplish, that I might actually be able to accomplish by tapping in to my spiritual side. Then I may be able to accomplish it. But maybe you may be a little confused on why does it, not necessarily confused, but like you're interested in the fact that like it happens because you start tapping in. Like, kind of like, why do other people, they don't even seem like they're not tapped in, but they already had the answers. Those are just examples, you know. I'm getting Matrix. So like, you know, there's main character vibes, and then it's the people around you. Like, sometimes the main character of a situation, they could be a bum in the beginning and then end up becoming a rich guy, but there was already rich guys in the storyline that were not main characters, you know. So something like that. That's the type of energy I'm getting. Let go of fear, release old patterns and beliefs, release attachment to outcomes. True worth is measured by character, not accolades. Healing begins with acceptance and forgiveness. The two shadow cards I have are pride and betrayal. Arrogance, vanity, and ego for pride. And deception, treachery, and backstabbing for betrayal. So what I'm getting is that there's definitely something that you had to release, which maybe it was bringing the opposite of harmony and balance. It was bringing energies of pride and betrayal your way, and you had to learn how to alchemize these things. And now you're free to trust in the divine because you released and you grew and transformed and you surrendered to trust and letting go. You see how these cards, like, they all come together? This one's talking about trust, surrender, letting go, and faith. This one's talking about faith and trust, courage and freedom. This one's talking about healing, release, growth, and transformation. I feel like this is something that you're doing right now, and you've accomplished a threshold of blockages. I feel like I just like switched realms for a second. What the heck? That was weird. I feel like I just experienced like a shift. Maybe that's how y'all feel. We're going to see what's God with your healing. Then we're going to get into some tarot, okay? We're going to get into it. Get into it. Because I'm like really like happy for y'all. Because y'all finally like really got through some serious shit that you and some necessary shit. But excuse me. Oh, as far as like doing something that's better for you, like accomplishing a goal, just remember that you have to really want it. Don't force yourself to want it because you know it's the right thing to do. 66 may be significant, but do it because you know. Do it because you know that's what you want to do, not because of any other reason. I'm big on conviction, so do the things that you are convicted of only. Because if you're overthinking it, I mean, it won't be as authentic and you're going to want to go back to it. So, but if you're not overthinking, you allow that flow to happen naturally and it actually becomes a part of your mental. 77 may be significant. Guidance, right? Like it's almost like I was feeling that like you allow God to install those feelings in you to do the things that you know you're supposed to do, but you know you're ready for them. So you leave space for those things to actually manifest. In times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my fate to God and my faith is rewarded. Ashe. One step at a time. Right. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus I regain my ease of living. Right, like just harmony. Just going with the flow of things. Somebody said I was in a flow state. One of my readers told me I was in a flow state, so maybe that has something to do with collective, period. Flow, state, you know? Don't overthink anything. Like, that's part of the trust. That's part of the healing. That's part of the surrender. What else? A new beginning, right. That's like a part of who you are. Ooh. That's so funny how I said 66, 77, and then I seen 811, but I was like, I'm recognizing the 8, and then I see 99. So you're like elevating, and you like you're, duh, duh, like you really got there. Like that's crazy. Like we know this, and something about your third eye, decalcification, trusting in your intuition. These are things that are very necessary. 99 may be significant. When one door closes, I am confident another will open, and it will be for my betterment. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunity and learning they present to me. Serenity comes from within. I'm going to get one more. Transformation. Wow. Transformation. Spirit's saying you are transforming. This is what you need to know. These are the things that you need to recognize within yourself, that you do know. Everything that I'm mentioning right now, you're very much aware of it. You may be Life Path 33. You've completed a mission, a very, very serious mission, where to like regular beings, human beings, like they would just see it as like a regular lifestyle change. You're protected for a reason, because you see things differently. Transformation. I'm constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weaknesses and refining my strengths. Life ensures I'm presented with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of my progress and open my wings to the light. Surrender. Awareness. Letting go, having faith. Good freaking job, yo. Damn. Positive action. I focus on the beauty in me. I find silence. I focus on the beauty in me and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go and entrust to God. Trust. Trust. You know God in the universe is working everything in your favor. Even when you don't really see trust. And I said trust twice, and I'm looking at trust twice in two different freaking cards. And it's so funny how these cards connect, because this one says let go of fear and it has trust. And this one says trust and letting go. Release attachment to outcome, letting go of fear. Because you had released old patterns and beliefs. Because people betrayed you because they were full of pride. But you know the answers. Healing begins with acceptance and forgiveness. True worth is measured by character, not accolades. You've accepted and forgiven yourself. You've put forgiveness in wherever it needs to be had. I had a situation where I was confused at what forgiveness was and what boundaries were, or access. Yeah, I guess boundaries is the word. Because I didn't want to give access, I had to keep up a warrior type wall. You know, like, yeah, I had to keep up a wall to protect myself, because I feel like if I was to open up again because I forgave somebody, and I would open up again, that would be me giving them access again. And that it will happen like that, because I do. When I forgive somebody, I forgive them. You know what I'm saying? So I have to continue reminding myself what the person did so I could protect myself from getting too close. And that's okay. You know, don't let people psych you out of what you need to be doing. You know, you've always given your best in every situation. You've always believed in forgiveness. You've always believed in doing the right thing by people and not having malice in your heart. That's what you know. That's what you do. Okay, that's what you do. That's what you've always done. So if people don't understand that level where you're able to dwell in your darkness and it's not darkness, It's not evil darkness. It's like your dark side protects your light side. It's like how people have dark angels and holy angels. Or like dragon ancestors and sweet bunny ancestors. Something like that. Like, you know, like the devil and the angel. Like, you gotta give them both a place to flourish in your life. So in certain situations where you feel like you need that extra protection, yeah, you can allow that dark side to play its part, and you know exactly how to manage it. Nobody really even has to tell you how to manage it. You check yourself all the time, so you know how to manage things. Don't let nobody tell you no different. I'm gonna keep these out, matter of fact, just in case I want to revert, go back to it. I feel like there's a lot of repetition here. I just want some space and put it right here. Pull these back out too. Open to the universe. Oh, see, there's a reason for that. I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. Read it and be happy. I was about to say, read it and weep. And that goes right over betrayal. That's covering the betrayal. I get skeptical when I use these because these are only like cards for people that know completely what the meanings of everything is. But we're trusting today. So we gonna see what's up because I never picked these up. So here we go. Something about searching. Search for what? Something with a P. I'm seeing panel. Search for a panel. Maybe, okay, so maybe you gotta make a website for something. Yeah, it's giving me website vibes. Why is it not moving? Six of Swords. Six of Swords. That's like after the conflict. That's victory, right? No, it's Six of Wands. Alright, let's get some more on Six of Swords. What I'm getting here is your ability to tap into who you are has brought turmoil and misunderstanding and understanding. It's like somebody is like double-minded about the situation, but one side of it, they see where you're coming from, but they're still kind of like just in a fucked up state. Because with the Six of Swords and Nine of Pentacles, it's giving me like a negative vibe of like how prosperous this person really was, like where they thought that they got out of the five, and I mentioned the Five of Swords, where they thought that they got out of, controversy and problems. they realized the controversy and problem was dealing with a star a certain way, because the way the Five of Swords, the star is just covering the Five of Swords. Because how I see Six of Swords is coming out of that controversy, but there's still like lingering issues. To the Nine of Pentacles, it's kind of like, okay, Nine of Pentacles upright is like, it's like stability in a sense, you know. Their stability is fucked up because they thought that maybe they thought that giving conflict or controversy to you was going to get them somewhere, but they're realizing now that that was probably the worst move that they ever could have made. Knight of Wands, yeah, they was just doing things pretty dumb to get the Ten of Cups. It's like they wanted to like control the narrative with the World card. Like I feel like they wanted to, like with the Knight of Swords and the World card, they thought like they had some kind of like, and the Hermit, it's like they thought they had some kind of like control over something. And like nobody really knew what their intentions were. So what I'm getting is this is this is their karma. They got karma for that. Eight of Swords. Yeah, they're getting karma. Their emotions are fucked up. Their finances are fucked up. And it's coming quick. And it's all because you made the right action and moved away. Made a positive action. And you took one step at a time and you trusted in the universe. And you had, like, I mean, you have every right to do what you did. Death in the reverse. King of Wands. Well, he wants to change the situation. Nine of Wands. Yeah, in the reverse. Somebody wants to change the narrative. Like I was saying, the world, they want to change the narrative. They want to come back and like do over. That's what I'm hearing. Four of Pentacles. They don't want to be greedy anymore. Four Cups. Four Cups. The Three of Wands. And Four Swords in the reverse. Four Cups. Three of Wands. And the Four Swords in the reverse. It's almost like they have a plan. They have a plan. Four Cups is not seeing what the blessing is. Three of Wands, like having a plan to get something done, but they're not grounded. With the Four Swords, I would say like that's somebody that needs to, that's chilling and reflecting on the situation, but it's in the reverse. They're being impulsive. The Lovers, because they really care about you and they don't want to suffer anymore. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. They know that they gotta cut off the things that that has made them a messed up individual. But why is this important to the collective? And that Eight of Cups. They could help you in some certain way. What? Is that true? Am I reading into that? Four Wands in a reverse. No, that's not true. That's what they think. They probably think they can help you. But it's no. It's a no. A Fool. What's the Fool? It's the Fool. Peace. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. What? I know I should be bugging out for this. Well, I'm getting this person's energy is all up in this deck right now. Nine of Cups. Yeah, they just feel like they would be just prosperous with you. They would never have to want for anyone else. They remember how you made them feel. They feel like with the Nine of Cups at the bottom, they feel like they would not have to want for anything else. And this could be somebody new too that feels this way, that's done dumb shit in their past. And like, you know, they see you now, they see you as a human being, like, yo, that's somebody I could really, that's somebody I could really like rock with. But this isn't somebody that, I don't think this isn't somebody you're connected with or like in a relationship with. This is just somebody that sees you, and I'm hearing they love you, or they think they love you. Oh, child. Ace of Wands. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Seven of Wands. In the reverse. Eight of Swords. I forget what Eight of Swords is. But it may be a beginning of conflict, or give me a second. All right, so Eight of Swords is feeling trapped, powerless, and restricted by self-imposed limitations, fear and negative thoughts, like a blindfolded figure bound by swords. Oh, that's the Eight of Swords. Okay, dude. Sometimes I just try to picture like the actual like original tarot picture. Walter White. Right. Yeah. Okay. So they're they're trapped in their head because they don't want to have boundaries towards you, and they want to manifest with you, but they're trapped in their head. Are they doing anything about it? Clearly not, because their energy is in this reading. If their energy was with you, it would have been so much confusion. This person is very immature. With the Page of Pentacles. It's like, it's weird because it's like this person has like determination, and they have what it takes. They have so much freaking potential, but they are like cursed or something. Something's wrong with their integrity is what I'm hearing. Their harmonious way of thinking. They don't have one per se. Something's wrong with this person. They don't want to be deceitful, but they just like they can't help themselves. Maybe they're just really feeling it now. Because, you know, sometimes people, they don't start getting their shit together until they really done fucked up. And I think that's what happened here. They're really getting it from every freaking angle. Like, really? What I think is, I feel like you warned this person and you told them something of the sort that you are karma. You are walking karma. But what happened was that you treated them with more love than anybody that they've dealt with. People would stab them in the back and treat them like shit to their face, and they will give them way more fucking respect than they gave you. Riddle me that. Riddle me that. Does that make sense to you? That don't make sense to me. Yeah. Spirit, I don't want to get into the tea. Fine. I did not want to open this deck, yo. I called in I called in everybody, so I gotta prepare myself when I do that. Yo, I'm sorry, Spirit. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you. Ashe. What we got? Uninterested ego. Yeah, so the reason why this person is acting like this is because they feel like they feel stronger, not showing you how they truly feel. Wonder how that works out. It's probably not working out too well. See, me personally, I'd be like, fine, cool. Keep that same energy. 31. Right. Keep that same energy. Like, bye. Yeah, I loved you to death. Okay, and I got over it. You ain't doing nothing about it? Good. Good. It gives me a better angle to have more space to heal on my own. You're not bothering me. You're not opening up old wounds and then like trying to stitch me back up, but then not really even using the right adhesive, and I'm just letting you do that shit. Man, listen. I'm just letting you do that shit. Let me stop. All right. What's the tea, Spirit? These cards always come out, though. What the heck? These cards literally always come. Remember the last reading we had all these cards come out? Maybe I need to shuffle it better. These cards always be coming out every time I pick. Look how thick it is. This is like one of my thickest decks. And they're skinny cards. How many cards? I think it's like 72 cards. 80 cards. 80 freaking cards. And like the same 5 cards keep coming out every time. I gotta shuffle the crap out of this. Hold on, let me really. You may feel like there's somebody around you that's like testing you. Like almost like, okay, like I'm not dealing with that demon no more. So like now like it seems like something has possessed this other person that they're trying to like test me or try me in some way, shape, or form. There's gonna be people to tell you not to give people a piece of your mind, but sometimes you have to give people a piece of your mind. 33 and a clock. But there's a unique way of doing it. Don't do it the way, don't do it in a way where you wouldn't be proud of, okay? Do it in a way that you would be proud of and be assertive and not arrogant, but stern, because you're dealing with arrogant people. It's a certain way of dealing with those type of people that a lot of people just don't know how to articulate. There's somebody I know, cock blocking. There was somebody, like people want to stop you from believing the things that you truly are dear to, like as if you're a bad person or you did something wrong, and that's not even the case. It's more of like you see things from a higher perspective to the point that you're still getting used to seeing things from this higher perspective, and you're even learning that these ways of thinking are not brand new, but it's just not, it's not something that people do. I don't like this energy at all. So I'm just going to look. I'm not going to call every card out. I'm just going to look for the story within the cards. And then figure this out then. Because I don't like this right now. We're in a good state. And I honestly feel like there's somebody that wants to come back and try to bring you back into some old shit. Okay. I feel like they feel like if they don't show you how they really feel, that's going to make you wonder and look for them. Just like how you not giving them any access or whatever is making them want you more. So they're going to they're trying to do the same thing. 35, 35, they're trying to be like you. Like how you doing things. But like we always say, like these people, they want to hurt you for hurting them, but they was the ones that started the party. Make it make sense. Like you started the party. They need to look at themselves in the mirror. I just seen another mirroring number 3553. You moving unbothered is kind of like helping you dodge a bullet in a sense, because now somebody doesn't have any leverage or way to say that you did anything wrong to them, and they have actually time to like look at themselves and really see like where they went wrong, like where they was wrong at, like, you know, bringing groupies and third parties into the situation and just wasn't it. Like, you doing everything for money for what? Like, what does that really do? And how much money did you make? How much did you gain? Nothing. You didn't gain nothing valuable. Okay, you might have got a little lunch money or like a rental. Annoying. I don't like this energy at all. Yeah, you moving in silence. An offer. It came out in reverse. So you're not accepting any offers from anybody. You have genuine intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know there's doors opening for you. And you're ready to receive what's coming. Jackpot. Okay? Because of a drama starter. Nobody was there for you, so spirit is going to be there for you. Legal issues, yeah. You know, this is justice playing out. Yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. They're being haunted with the fact that they brought other people into the relationship to fuck it up. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this energy now. Let me get one more deck. And then we're gonna get some spirit animals. And oh my gosh, we're so far in. I don't know if I should do another deck. Y'all let me know if you want longer videos or you cool with like the 30 to 40 range or 20 to 40 minute range. But it shouldn't be long. Let me hit this deck real quick. I just feel like it wants to make his presence high honor. Oh, and you see how like these guys are like fighting. Like you're known in high honor. 7 may be significant. You're high honor to the spirit realm is what I'm hearing. And that's not something lightly. That's not something to take lightly. That's actually like, whether you believe it or not, it's actually a thing. You may not have ever really experienced a high level of favor from your actual spirit guides. You may have seen God's hand before because you didn't know how to navigate or manifest correctly. So you would always see God's hand playing out in your life, and that's how you would believe. But now it's kind of like, now it's just a part of who you are. The help that you get on a every second basis, on a every moment basis, as long as you're breathing, you are being assisted. You're never, ever, 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 ever alone. And that's like, wow. And it's like, it came to the point where it's like, your spirit guides was fighting for you so hard. And they're like excited that now they could just put you on to something, and it doesn't take you 5 months to find out what they was trying to show you 5 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that are happening in your life spiritually because you looked at yourself and you checked for yourself and made sure like you was doing what you had to be doing. What are the messages before we close out with the spirit animals? What are the messages? What else would you like to tell the collective? Poverty. Okay. That's crazy. Wow, the way these cards came out. Community. I'm seeing this in so many ways. It's almost like your gift is to know that you don't have to be down and out to experience a miracle, and you don't have to experience a miracle to feel like you've accomplished something, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's like, yeah, you're coming out of poverty, but it's like giving, like, you don't need too much to feel like you had a gift. Like, you could just, your gift is right in the middle of being wealthy and impoverished. Like, you just want enough to get by. And I feel like that's what brings you on a certain path where your gratitude is what enlightens you to a lot of things. Like, you're able to hear your spirit guides in that moment. And that's crazy, because when I used to read the Bible a lot, there was this one study where I think it was, sorry, when I used to read the Bible, I don't know if you heard what I said, but I used to read the Bible. Dang, I don't know how long that was out for. But what I was saying, it was like, you basically are right there in the middle. You don't want to be poor, obviously, but you don't want to be too rich. You want like just the right amount, right? Like, you're not asking for too much from the world. And I think that's what intrigues your spirit guides, and take it as it resonates. Like, I feel like I said it so much better the first time. And this humility it brings more awareness to you. Like, your spirit guides could get to you better when you're in this mindset. Like, you're able to walk better on your pathway when you're thinking like this. Like, when you don't have a lack mindset, and you're not thinking like, oh, I have to be rich to be happy. Like, you're just like, you know what, as long as I'm getting by, it's a gift. As long as I'm not struggling, I'm happy. As long as I don't have more problems because of money, you know what I'm saying? Like, because honestly, like, sometimes people, they see you that you have money, and they come in and they want what you have. They really just, like, want to experience your life because you have what they don't have. And even humble people do the same thing, in a sense. We just like to check ourselves before that happens. But with community here, I'm seeing that you're never, you always have your spirit guides with you. Like, you literally are just always with somebody. Like, you see, like, it even goes from, like, the people that's around you to the people that are not around you in the background, and then the furthest one. Even your haters support you. You see how this guy, he just looked like a hater in the back. Like, everybody freaking supports you. Like, everybody is drawn to you. You're a walking magnet. You're just like, you're like an incredible being. And whoever's done you wrong in the past, they're going to pay for it if they haven't paid already. And they're not allowed to ask you for mercy. At least not yet. You have to hear from God himself that it's time for you to put your 2 cents in. Maybe even at that time, you will be far gone anyway. But what I'm saying is, don't make any moves, whether they're good or bad, towards this person in any way, shape, or form. Because, you know how God says, vengeance is mine. Don't play around. Don't toy around. This is, I want to say uncharted territory. It's like your father saying, stop, don't cross the line. We're throwing bombs over here. Stay your ass over there. If you decide to go and jump in the bombs, your father going to be mad at you now. And you might actually get smacked with one of them bombs. Sit back, relax, do what you have to do, and don't worry about nobody, and don't wish bad on anybody. You know, you had your moment. God gave you your moment to declare karma on somebody. If that was your case, take it as it resonates. You did what you had to do. You were trusted in saying the word. Remember I was saying the other day, like, your spirit guides are just waiting for you to say the word for something. Like, all you had to do was say the word, and this whole thing started. But it was necessary. Like, that was what God was waiting for. He needed you to step aside and recognize what needed to happen. That's why you was trusted with giving the karma, because you didn't want the karma to happen. But you realized that it got to a point that you just like, it has to happen. What is going to change if it, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's going to change if it doesn't happen. And it's not like I really want somebody to hurt, but I want them to really recognize, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you thinking. It's necessary that somebody has to get the full exposure of who they truly are. And the only way sometimes people could even get it is if they get sent flat on their fucking face, on their back, on their freaking, they underground, but they're still alive. That's the realization. I don't even mean to say it like that, but it's like this person buried themselves in the bullshit. And the only way for them to really recognize and like actually do something about it is for the pressure to, and that's one thing. Diamonds, don't they be like under like a lot of heat underground and pressure? People don't want to believe that God created everything. He created everything, even evil, for that day of transformation and positive action and guidance and courage, faith and trust on both of these cards too. Let's give gratitude. I am grateful for all things, because I know that all things all things are grateful for me. All things are for me. All things are for my highest good. And even where there is a warped perception, there is understanding. And that is not something that is seen. Trust everything that's happening is for your highest good. We are grateful. Wow, I didn't even bring out none of my study tarot. I just feel so content. Let's see what spirit animals. Let me give you probably like one card. Coyote. A revealer of truth. Wow. Hold up. Wait a minute. I've never seen this card come out. Let's read it together. I'm gonna move this over here so you see me. Because my back be hurting in this bed. But I love doing my readings in my bed. I love seeing my butterflies. Let me figure out something. Okay. Don't take things too seriously. Take time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Ooh, I got wax on my... Oops. I got wax on my computer. And on my phone. What was I gonna say? Think of everything as necessary. Even the things that piss you off or bother you. 51. 66 again. Everything that you go through is necessary for your growth. So let go. Let go of concerns and worries. And if there is a concern or a worry, just realize it. And just don't let it consume any part of you. Just know that there's always something to learn from every single thing that troubles you in any way. And when you're focusing on what you need to learn from them, you're actually manifesting yourself out of the trouble. And that could be for every single thing. You don't have to sit or be stuck in anything. I'm just noticing I'm wearing the shirt that's on my profile picture. Wow. I feel like there's so much wisdom in your mind that's just waiting to just burst out for the world to know about. Like overwhelmed with knowledge and understanding that people just don't have, and you have it. I love this energy. I don't want to leave it at all. Like, I feel like this is what I need. And I feel like that's what people feel with you. Like, you are a true God, goddess. Like, a true God, goddess. I love you. Like, I really, like, appreciate your presence in life. The fact that you are willing. The fact that you want to do better. The fact that you're and this was another download. Thank you, Spirit. You see how, like, this stuff, see that it's like energy, right? Or like even this would. Say one person's on this side, another person's on this side. Or you're on this side, another person on this side. Y'all could really like be creating something just by being in the same field. But if you are creating something with somebody that's not going to align the fields correctly, it's gonna be disaster. You take on what I got was the download I got was be around people that you look up to in some way, or be around somebody that has an attribute that you would like to have as well. I noticed this, and the download came because I was around somebody that did music, and I used to do music, but I stopped. But being around this person that do music, the person didn't even need to rap or show me anything, which I did see something of it, but that wasn't the case. Like, the person didn't perform for me, but I left the person wanting to perform because their energy I was affected by their energy. I wanted to perform now. Not because I wanted to be like them, but I felt it in me that I wanted to perform. You know, the person didn't do anything that was impressive to me. I just wanted, you know, and I knew it was because of that, because I normally don't feel that way. So the people that you're around really will make a huge difference. All right. I think that's it. We're going to end it there. All right. If that resonates for you, hit that like button. Let me know how it resonates if you're so called to. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Later.